Okay, right here we have the black widow is checking out this moth. See how she touches it? She's trying to. It's amazing what they do. She doesn't just attack it. She touches it. She experiments with it. She sees what it's doing. Apparently it's not tied into the web, so she's now she's checking out this other moth that caught the other day. Okay, that's not the one she wants. The one she wants is hiding down in the bottom there. As you can see right here. It might be just a little bit big for her. Jake thinks it's cool. Like, ooh, a moth. So I have two things trying to get the moth. I have my cat Jake here, who thinks it's just the cutest thing ever. Look at him. He's a cute cat. And a spider. So unfortunately she didn't attack it again. I keep hoping that... See, that moth is pretty dang smart. That moth hides on the opposite side from the spider. She is. Moth just went into the spider's web and right back out. I don't believe the spider, the black widow, wants to mess with it unless it's stuck to the web. See her touch it with the back legs. See, now the spider's actually, now the moth is getting caught up in the web. Black widow's interesting. They don't attack anything that's gonna hurt it. And there, once again, the moth gets right out of the web, cleans itself off. I swear the powder on the moth keeps it from sticking to the web, because it seems to just slip right out of the spider's web. There's a, oh, see how the black widow went up, touched it? When it lays still, it checks it out. It's like, what are you doing? So now the black widow is going to creep back up on it now that it's sitting still. And it's going to touch it. Try to see if it's awake. See it? It's trying to get over there. They're very careful. Black widows are. You know, self-preservation is very important. They can't attack something that's going to hurt them. She usually uses her back legs to test to see if something is alive or not. If it moves, she jumps back. So now she's back over here checking out her mealworm. Gotta go come back down and maybe check out the moth. Once the moth stops moving, she might come back down. It's so interesting because I've fed her different things I've had her for getting close to a year now. And I've fed her mealworms, flies, elm beetles, different things like that. And she will go, and if she's not hungry, she will carefully remove the web off the insect and drop it out of the web. Doesn't want it in there. Doesn't hurt it, doesn't bite it, leaves it alive. And then, when she wants it, she will go down, attack it, bite it, drag it back up into the web, and do that. So, anyway, unfortunately, I was hoping I would be able to show you a black widow attacking and feeding, but they don't attack and feed like you think. But they do. See, cats love moths. And they see the moth. They've never been interested in the black widow. But they see the moth. The cats, look at this. 2 cats, 1 moth, 1 black widow. And all they care about is the fact that there's a moth in there. They see it, they're like, oh, cool, check out the moth. Alright, well, tell you what, I am going to go ahead and retire. Unfortunately, the black widow is probably going to gobble down the moth when I don't have a camera on it. But it's pretty smart. I mean, you know, the moth hangs out on the other side. Black widow is here with its super messy web. And there it goes. It's going to go down and check out that moth again, I think. That's the amazing thing about it. So, I'll tell you about the lighting. Alright, so she is apparently head down. She's going to go check out the moth again. Nope, maybe not. Hard to believe this puppy is such a venomous spider. You can't even see the fangs. And now she's moving back up where I can't get a video of her. She's in a jar, so it's got a little moth is hanging in the bottom. Where is she? There she is. Big girl. This is one of the largest black widows I've ever seen. She's doing all of her cool stuff up where you can't see her. Waiting for the comment that someone's going to say, you need to clean out her cage. It's like, I don't think I'm reaching in there. This is something that's really good to look at, though. I mean, this is a prime example of the chaotic mess that is a black widow's web. I'm getting some really good images on this. This shows you just there is no rhyme or reason to a black widow's web. Oh, she's going back up to go check out that moth up in the top of the cage. See, she's going to go up. She's going to touch it. Oh, come on, camera, focus. Sure. That's a great shot. See, she's checking out dinner from a day ago. But I don't think she sees that moth there. Maybe she does. Let's see if she pokes it. I'm amazed I'm getting such good video with this little cheapy camera. It is a big black widow, so it's not too awfully hard to get a good video of it. And she's going over here again. There's the red dot. She's like, don't look at my belly. Very creepy yet interesting animals. Right up here is the moth, hanging out here. So I just shook it a little bit. So the moth is now in the middle of the cage, vibrating ever so slightly, and the black widow is attentively watching her. Man. You see the black widow watching the moth, which I just shook into the cage. The moth crawls up on the top, but the moth doesn't stick to it. So she's checking this out. From what I've learned about her, she will very carefully reach around and try to feel, see if whatever it is alive. so hard to get a video of her through all this entanglement of webbing. Moth, I don't think, is very happy about this whole situation. Yeah, she's not interested in that. Smaller bugs maybe, but not a bug that big. So here's my dilemma. Do I let the moth go? Maybe tomorrow. Ah! Hi, Daniel. This is Daniel. He was born in my garage. Had a stray cat. Very sweet cat. He is about 2 years old now. And he's tired. He's like, oh, look, moth. Alright, well, I'm going to let you guys have some nice creepy dreams tonight. Say goodnight to the moth, and hopefully I'll get some video of the black widow feeding sometime. Have a good night.